Hi everybody, it's Happy Dobby, and I'm reporting on my week number 4 of my round, Good, Bad, and Ugly. I'm planning a 7-week round, so I'm midway. I'm going to have 50 VLCDs when I get done. I started VLCD number 1 on January 7th, and my last injection will be February 27th. This week I tried quite a bit of beef, which I do well on, and so my hunger levels this week were fine. My emotional hunger levels were off the charts. I had 2 days, Friday afternoon and yesterday, that were difficult for me, and it wasn't because I was hungry, it's just I wanted to stuff myself emotionally. My releases for this week were 3.9 pounds, which is an average of 0.56 per day. Week 1's release total was 9.6, week 2 was 5.1, week 3 was 0.0. So I have a total of 20.3, I think. So I'm above the 20. My grand total from my heaviest weight is now 87.1 pounds, and on my lanyard I have earned another button, which I haven't put on yet, but I earned another 5-pound button that I'll sew on this week. I have not been doing my measurements, and my expectations for the week are just to survive. And my goals and desires for the remainder of my round is that I would like to lose another 11.3 pounds over the next 18 days. So that's an average of 0.63 per day, which is a little unrealistic for what I have been doing. So we'll see. Maybe with the beef that I've been doing, it'll be a little bit better. Just wanted to read a little something from Pounds and Inches. See what you think of it. It's about salt intake, and what I get from this is that Dr. Simeon's does not restrict your salt, and if you do take salt, you need to not be on again, off again, but just consistent with the amount of salt that you're taking in each day. So tell me if you think the same thing. And this is from Pounds and Inches. He says, in order to hold 1 teaspoon of salt, the body requires 1 liter of water, as it cannot accommodate salt in any higher concentration. Thus, if a person eats 1 teaspoon of salt, this weight will go up by more than 2 pounds as soon as this salt is absorbed from his intestine. To this explanation, many patients reply, well, if I put on that much every time I eat a little extra salt, how can I hold my weight after the treatment? It must therefore be made clear that this only happens as long as they are under the HCG. When treatment melt is over, the blood is no longer saturated and can easily accommodate extra food without having to increase its volume. Here again, the professional reader will be aware that this interpretation is a simplification of an extremely intricate physiological process which actually accounts for the phenomena. Okay, this is the part that I was going to read to you. It's under the topic of salt and reducing. It says, while we are on the subject of salt, I can take this opportunity to explain that we make no restriction in the use of salt and insist that the patients drink large quantities of water throughout the treatment. We are out to reduce abnormal fat and are not in the least interested in such weight losses as can be achieved by depriving the body of salt and by desiccating it. Though we allow the free use of salt, the daily amount taken should be roughly the same. So, as a sudden increase will, of course, be followed by a corresponding increase in weight, as shown by the scale. An increase in the intake of salt is one of the most common causes for an increase in weight from one day to the next. Such an increase can be ignored, provided it is accounted for. It in no way influences the regular loss of fat. So what I hear him saying there is if you're consistent on a daily basis in the amount of salt that you're taking in, you don't have to worry. It's when you've restricted yourself so much that when you do take some salt in for whatever reason, then you're going to have a gain the next day. So, food for thought. Have a great day.